Welcome to today's English listening story. This is a Level 3 English story called My Christmas Visitor. Vocabulary Preview. Before we begin today's story, here are a few words you will hear. Silence. The absence of sound. Lonely. Alone, feeling without company or friendship. Forgiveness. Choosing to let go of anger or hurt. Chest tightened. A phrase to describe strong emotion. Presence. Being with someone, giving attention. Now that you know the key words, let's begin our story. My name is Richard Thompson. I am 58 years old. I didn't expect anyone to visit me that Christmas. But when I opened the door, my life changed forever. For many years, Christmas was my quietest day. I live alone in a small house at the edge of town. No wife, no children, just silence. Every December, the town becomes bright and noisy. People laugh, children sing, families gather around warm tables. But inside my house, Christmas only made the silence louder. One light, one cold meal, one empty chair. I had a family once, a long time ago. That Christmas Eve, snow fell softly from the sky, the kind of snow that makes the world feel slow and gentle. I sat by the window with a cup of tea, already cold. I told myself, it's just another Christmas. I am used to this. Then, there was a knock at the door. I froze. No one ever knocked on my door. Not on Christmas. Not ever. The knock came again, slow, careful. My heart began to beat faster. My hands shook as I stood up. Who would come here? And why tonight? I opened the door. A man stood in the snow. He looked tired, older than I remembered, but his eyes, I knew those eyes. "Dad," he said softly. It was Michael, my son. I hadn't seen him in 15 years. The world felt unreal. I had dreamed of this moment many times, but I never believed it would truly happen. I didn't know where else to go, he said. It's Christmas. I wanted to speak, to say his name, to pull him into my arms, but the past stood between us like a wall. You shouldn't be here, I said quietly. His face fell, but he nodded. I understand, he replied. I just wanted to see you, once. Snow fell heavier now. He stood there alone, just like I had been for years. Should I close the door, or open my heart? Suddenly, a memory returned. Another Christmas. Michael was 10 years old. He waited all day for me to come home. I promised him I would. But work mattered more. Money mattered more. I never came. That night, I broke something inside my son, and years later, I broke our family. What if he leaves again? I thought. What if this hurts more than before? I looked at him standing in the cold. Come inside, I said. The words surprised me. He stepped into the house. The house felt smaller, but warmer. We sat across from each other at the table, the same table where his mother once laughed, before she left, before everything fell apart. I'm sorry, Michael said suddenly. I left without saying goodbye. I looked down at my hands. "It's I who should be sorry," I replied. "I was never there when you needed me." Silence filled the room, but it was no longer empty silence. Then Michael reached into his bag. He pulled out a small box wrapped simply. "I brought you something," he said. Inside was an old photo, us, together, on Christmas morning. My chest tightened. "I kept it all these years," he said. "Even when I was angry, I never stopped loving you." Tears filled my eyes. "I thought you hated me," I whispered. He shook his head. "I hated the pain," he said, "not you." For the first time in 15 years, I cried. Not quietly, not politely. I cried like a man who had waited too long. I told him everything, my regrets, my loneliness, my fear that it was too late. And he listened, just like I never did. Outside, church bells began to ring. Midnight. Christmas had arrived. "I don't know what tomorrow looks like," Michael said, "but I didn't want another Christmas without you." I walked to the cupboard. Inside was one plate, one cup. I took out another. "Stay," I said, "at least for tonight." He smiled, a small smile, but real. That night we shared a simple meal. No big words, no promises, just presence, just home. Before he fell asleep on the couch, he looked at me and said, "Merry Christmas, Dad." And for the first time in many years, Christmas returned to my house. Some doors are hard to open, but some doors lead us back to love. And sometimes, Christmas gives us that chance. Thank you for listening to this story. If you liked it, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to Story Reading in English channel. Your support helps more stories reach people like you. With every story, our English gets better, and our hearts get stronger.